8 minutes. That's how long it took 4 men to steal $88 million in crown jewels from the Louvre Museum. But here's what makes this insane. 5 years earlier, a former bank robber walked into that exact gallery and told security, "You're going to get robbed. Here's the window they'll use. Here's how they'll do it." The Louvre ignored him. The museum's security password? Just the word Louvre. The thieves? An illegal taxi driver. A delivery driver. Guys with traffic tickets. This is October 19th, 2025. And this is how the world's most famous museum lost priceless history in broad daylight. The Louvre, home to the Mona Lisa, 10 million visitors a year. But on October 19th, 4 men didn't come for the Mona Lisa. They came for the crown jewels, Napoleon's emeralds, Marie-Amelie's sapphires. Pieces that survived the French Revolution and 2 world wars. They took 8 minutes to steal them. Here's how. October 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. The Louvre opens. Saturday morning. Tourists everywhere. On the south side, along the Seine, 4 men in high-visibility vests set up a furniture lift. Construction workers, normal maintenance, nothing suspicious, except 2 of them have balaclavas in their pockets, and power tools in the basket. 9:30 a.m. The lift rises toward a first-story balcony. Target, one specific window. 9:34 a.m. A disc cutter screams. Glass explodes. The alarm blares. But the alarm means nothing. The authorization for the Louvre's security cameras expired 3 months ago. Never renewed. The museum's been operating them illegally. Parts of the surveillance system? Still analog, like recording a bank robbery on a VHS camcorder in 2025. And the camera in Apollo Gallery? Pointing the wrong direction. Zero coverage on this wall. That $93 million security upgrade everyone was promised? Completion date, 2029. It's October 2025. It hasn't started. 2 men burst through. Balaclavas on. They brandish spinning disc cutters at security guards. The guards freeze, unarmed, untrained. This is happening in seconds. Smash. First display case explodes. Glass everywhere. They grab the sapphire tiara, necklace. 1 earring. Smash. Second case. Emerald necklace that touched Napoleon's skin. Emerald earrings. Brooches. Another tiara. 9 pieces. They know exactly which cases to hit. But one item, the crown of Empress Eugenie from 1855, it's too big for the opening. And what they do next shows you how desperate they are. They force it through anyway. The crown bends. Jewels pop loose. They don't care. 9:38 a.m., 8 minutes total. They're back in the lift, descending. They try to torch the basket to destroy evidence. It won't light. No time. 2 scooters waiting. 4 men, 2 bikes. They take off along the Seine. Then the damaged crown falls, hits the pavement. 2 bent. They don't stop. A second item drops. Prosecutors never said what. They disappear into Paris traffic. Boulevard Périphérique. A6 Autoroute South. 88 million euros. Gone. But here's the detail that should haunt France forever. The first alert to police didn't come from the Louvre's alarm system. It came from a cyclist. A random person outside saw guys in helmets with a basket lift and thought, "That's weird." Called emergency services. A cyclist spotted this before the world's most famous museum's security system could respond. When police arrived, minutes too late, shattered cases, abandoned tools, guards in shock, 1 mangled crown in the street. And here's what nobody at the scene knew yet. This exact heist was predicted 5 years ago. Not just predicted, someone told the Louvre exactly how it would happen. 5 years before the heist. David Desclos. Former bank robber, now reformed. The Louvre brings him in to discuss security for a podcast. He walks into Apollo Gallery and freezes. After the recording, he pulls an official aside. "That window? Piece of cake. When I saw it, I thought, you're crazy." He points to one specific window, the exact window thieves would use 5 years later. Then he notices the new display cases. Jewels within arm's reach. No safety drop mechanism. "Do it in broad daylight at opening time," he tells them. "That disables the first alarm layer. You've got 5 to 7 minutes before police arrive." The Louvre pushed back. Newer cases meet modern standards. We're secure. On October 19, 2025, thieves entered through that exact window, in broad daylight, at opening time, got in and out in under 5 minutes. But the warning started even earlier. 2014, 11 years before the heist. France's cybersecurity agency audits the Louvre, found trivial passwords and outdated software. The surveillance password? Just Louvre. Like naming your Wi-Fi password Wi-Fi. Those recommendations never implemented. By October 2025, only 39% of museum rooms had camera coverage, staff cuts despite record attendance. The union issued a statement the morning of the heist, complaining about the destruction of security jobs. The Louvre prioritized flagship projects. Security got ignored. This wasn't a sophisticated system that got outsmarted. This was a system that was already broken. The pressure was crushing. President Macron called it an attack on our history. Louvre director offered her resignation. 6 days later, police got their first break. Charles de Gaulle Airport. A 34-year-old about to board a one-way flight to Algeria. His DNA? On the getaway scooter. His criminal record? Traffic tickets. Game over. Same day, a raid in the Paris suburbs. The second thief, a 39-year-old illegal taxi driver. His DNA was everywhere, on the glass, on the tools, on the scooter. This wasn't a criminal mastermind. This was a taxi driver who left his calling card at the Louvre. Within 3 weeks, 6 arrested, 4 charged, 1 still at large. All local petty criminals. Then prosecutor Laure Becquot drops a bombshell. These are local petty criminals with no association with organized crime. But Culture Minister Dadi called this heist very professional. So which is it? Becquot's answer is chilling. What we are seeing now is people with no significant association with organized crime progressing relatively quickly to committing extremely serious crimes. Translation: amateurs are attacking major institutions because they know those institutions are vulnerable. 4 guys with scooters and power tools looked at the world's most famous museum and thought, we can do this. And they were right. The jewels? No leads. No intelligence on location. Art recovery experts gave the grim prediction. If not recovered in 48 hours, they're dismantled. Individual stones recut, sold separately. Desclos estimated a 90–95% chance the jewels are already broken down, stone by stone. The remaining crown jewels were transferred to the Bank of France's vault, next to the nation's gold reserves and Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks. Exactly what Desclos recommended in 2020. 5 years too late. Here's the gut punch. The stolen jewels weren't privately insured. France self-insures national museums because premiums are astronomically high. No insurance payout. The €88 million loss absorbed completely, but the money doesn't matter. What matters is this: the sapphire tiara Marie-Amélie wore at her son's wedding in 1837, now broken into anonymous stones. The emerald necklace that Napoleon fastened around his wife's neck, melted down, recut, scattered. The crown of Empress Eugénie that survived revolutions, wars, and 170 years of history, found bent and damaged in a Paris street. These weren't just jewels, they were moments, ceremonies, an empire, touchstones of French identity. Now, anonymous diamonds in a dealer's case somewhere? No history, no story, just expensive rocks. That's what $88 million in 8 minutes actually means. History erased. Think about this. Traffic offenders and taxi drivers knew exactly which cases to hit. They knew the 5 to 7 minute police response time. They executed it like clockwork, too clockwork. But here's what investigators can't explain. The thieves ignored the Regent diamond, worth €51 million alone, sitting right there. They took specific pieces and left more valuable ones behind. How did taxi drivers with traffic tickets know which jewels to target? Were they really alone? The Louvre was warned in 2014, warned in 2020, warned the morning of the heist. Nobody listened. The password was Louvre. The cameras were expired. A cyclist made the first call, and now 8 pieces of irreplaceable history are gone. Not because of Ocean's 11 masterminds, because 4 guys in construction vests saw an opportunity everyone else ignored. Institutions don't fall to geniuses. They fall to amateurs who notice what everyone else ignored. Drop a comment. Mastermind, pulling strings, or 4 lucky amateurs? I need to know what you think.